What's going on, everybody? My name is Daniel Treviso, and today we are going to be working on Tom Petty's Running Down a Dream. Okay, first thing to understand is this song has multiple tracks going on as far as for the guitar playing goes, so I'm going to kind of explain them, and I'm also going to kind of intertwine them as well. I'm going to give you a couple different options on how to play certain riffs, so keep that in mind when you're learning. You can always use the easiest part first of the riff and then amp it up and get the harder parts after. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the first part, which is going to be the main riff of the song, which is... What you're doing there is you're going to be using a pull-off technique, and it's going to be starting on your 7th fret of the 6th string. What you do here to get this pull-off technique is you're going to be plucking the string first on the 7th fret. I like to use my middle finger. You're going to pluck it, then you're going to pull off. Okay? So how do you do that pull off? What you're going to do is you're going to take your finger. Once you pluck the 7th fret of the 6th string, you're going to simply pull down on the string and let it go. Not too hard. You don't want to go like this. See how buzzy and how it didn't really sound right. So you're just going to pull lightly down. And what I like to do is I like to use my 5th string as a net to catch my finger down. That does not mean I push down on the 5th string like this. You know, I don't make a sound with it. I just catch it as a net on my finger. Very lightly. Be very light when you do these kind of pull-offs, okay? You don't want to be forceful, okay? Otherwise you're going to get sounds you don't want. So that's going to happen on the 7th fret, the 6th fret, the 5th fret, and the 3rd fret. 7th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. So before all that happens, though, you start off the song with an open string strum on the 6th. When you do that, then you go into your first pluck on 7, and then you pull off. Okay, so then this is the whole thing. 7, 6, 5, 3. Now, that's the whole riff, okay? You're always going to be coming back to that riff for the whole song. So get comfortable playing it. Play the intro of the song a couple times, you know. Turn it on, play it. If you're not ready, turn it off. Practice it on your own. Turn on the song, try it again. You got to push yourself to start playing with these songs, okay? If you're not pushing yourself to play with the songs, you're always going to feel a little timid and play them a little slower. But you might start off slow. There's no shame in that. But you want to push to get better at the song, and that's why you're going to go forward and try to play with the song. Okay, so let's add a little bit more to that. Right at the end, you're going to notice someone's playing a chord on another track when they hit this 3rd fret pull off. Right when they hit that 3rd fret, you hear an E major in the back. So it's technically going like this. That's the background track. Don't get that confused, because the main riff goes. But right when they hit that 3rd fret, you hear this E major. Well, that means you can practice your E major. If you're just struggling with chords, you could just do this. When they're going dun 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 dun, you can hit that E major chord and then take your hand off and wait. Dun 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 dun. Now, why take your hand off? Okay, and you don't have to do this. Just take your hand off the strings and put them back. Maybe you need to practice more your molding of the chords. Maybe that's what your problem is, first of all, if you need help with chords. If you know you can play an E major like nothing like this, then don't worry. Try the song like this. Now, I know I'm letting other notes ring when I'm hitting these notes. See, you can hear them all in the background. I like to normally cover them up, but I'm just kind of, you know, showing you some stuff. But this is how it might sound. That's if you're trying to clean it up. And one other thing you can add to that, once you add this little E major chord into the back, or the tail end, you can add a strum pattern. If you're ready for that and you feel comfortable with it, try it like this. You're going to add a down, down. Is it down, up, down? Let me see. Down, up, down, down, up. That's what we're going to add at the end. Down, down, up. So it's going to be... Actually, one thing you could do is you could just work on your strum pattern. Or put it all together like this. If you need to, slow it down. There's no shame in slowing down. Oops, see, I need to slow it down even more maybe. See, slow it all down. There's no shame in that. Keep it slow. Let your brain process what's happening here. Okay? Don't worry about speed. That's where everybody goes wrong. Worry about technique. Don't worry about speed. Speed will come in time. Okay? So now, rewatch this whole section. Play up to it again. Rewatch it. Play up to it again. Okay? Remember, that's what's cool about video. You can always go back and rewatch this to get better at it. Let's move on to the verse. In the verse, we're going to be using E major, D major, and then we're going to go back to E major. Okay, so that's all it is really. Now, if you're not familiar with how to play those chords, you can always jump to my website, mountainsideguitar.com, and look at the chord tab, and you can figure out how to play those chords. Or you can always go on Google and just type in how to play C major on guitar, or in this case, how to play E major or D major on guitar. But I want to talk about it for a little bit, because right when you come off this last tail end before it hits the verse of that riff, this first strum that we talked about, right when they hit this 3rd fret pull off and they hit the E major, that one is this chord bleeds into the verse. So you're going to hear him start talking, the first part of the lyrics. That chord's already going on. You're going to pause for a little bit. Then you're going to hear it jump to another chord, which is D major. And then it's going to jump back to E major. Then you're going to hear him do that riff, that run. And then he's going to already be hitting that E major. D major comes after. Back to E major. Then it's going to go into the chorus of running down a dream, and that part's going to be going with A major, G major, E major. Then you're going to hear this little. But before we go into that, let's go over those chords again. So this is going to go A major, G major, E major. Then it's going to go that shuffle pattern, which we're going to get into in a second. But then after that, it goes back to E major, G major, A major. Notice it's just reversed. A, G, E. E major, G major, A major. And on certain parts, there's that little strum pattern. So let's go into that now. So it's going to go A major, G major, E major. Then it's going to go, which is up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's happening on the E major. So A, G, E, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Notice you start with up. Why? Because you already had the strum down on E. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right after you do that, it goes back to E, G, A, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. A, G, E, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. E, G, A, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you need to, just stay put on A major, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then when they go to the next one, so dun, 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 when they hit this, you can hit up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you need to just work on your strum pattern, stop the song, just work on up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, over and over and over. Put it with the song. You know, if you're not ready for the strum pattern, but you know you can get the chords like this, then just hit the chords. And I kind of play that one wrong, but it'll be right here. So let's try that again. So it's going to go A, G, E, E, G, A. If you know you can do that, just do that with the song. Or do it on your own. Don't even do it with the song. Slow it down. Find what works for you for now, and then you can always come back and rewatch this video and build it up more later. You don't have to learn it all just like this right now, all rigid. Learn it in sections. Come back, and when you're ready to grow, come back and watch it again. Okay, so now after the chorus, they're going to be going into the woo. Actually, you know what? One more thing on the chorus I should explain. It actually goes 2.5 times. It's going to go A, G, E, E, G, A, G, E, G, A. That's twice, and now I said 2.5 because then they're going to end it like this. A, G, E. Then you're going to probably hear, if I remember correctly, that little riff. Okay? If not there, then just listen out for it and you can put it in where it's needed. Okay, so now let's go ahead and go into this next part, the woo, woo. Okay, that part, the little part, it's going to be with the C major, D major, E major. Notice you have plenty of time to be working on your chords with this song. So once again, it's woo, woo, woo. That's going to happen twice within that part, okay? Now, if you feel comfortable working with that on the next turn, and the next time, well, let me explain this. That's pretty much everything in the song, first of all. So this last part, the woo, is just, once again, C, D, and E major. And they're all major, by the way. They're all major. And by the way, just in case, we are playing this whole song in standard tuning. I didn't say that. I'm going to go ahead and leave a little note when I make this video. But yeah, so C major, D, E. Okay, so the second time you hear them play this part, the woo, that part, when they come back to it, it actually is a little bit different, okay? And you're going to know it's the second part because you're going to hear like a lot of soloing going on and it drowns everything else, and it kind of starts to fade out the song, and everything starts to, it kind of goes for a while, I should say, with those chords. But the second time you do it, well, you can add a little something to at the end. Why? Let's talk about it in a second. The second time you play it actually goes like this: C major, D major, E major, and E major again, and C major, woo, woo, woo. One more time, E major. Okay? Now, if that's really easy for you and you feel comfortable with those chords, you can add some strum patterns. Let's start off with an easy one, okay? So the strum pattern you can add is a strum of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I did that technically 16 times at E major, but remember, it's repeated twice in a row, and then it starts over, okay? So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the last way you can play the ending, which is C, D, E, and E, is going to be where I don't explain it. I want you to actually work for your reward, which is figuring out a more complicated strumming pattern by using your ears, watching this video a couple times, and doing it over and over. You might not get it your first try, your first 5 tries, your first 10 tries. The idea is to work up into this, figure out the strumming pattern, listen, and really concentrate. The reward is going to be the fact that you learned a harder strumming pattern by yourself. Okay, I know you're here to figure out strumming patterns and how to play songs, but hey, sometimes it's better if you challenge yourself, and you don't want to get used to getting everything spoon fed to you. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to play it slow, then medium, then fast, or at regular pace actually I should say, and it's going to be twice each. Okay, so 2 slow, 2 medium, 2 regular pace. So one more time. A little faster. Regular pace. Okay, and that is it for this lesson. Make sure, understand that if you're barely beginning, or if you're intermediate, or you're having trouble with these parts of the songs, take your time. If you make a mistake, keep going on the riff. Don't stop and start over every time. Make sure you understand that it's a process. You have to make mistakes in order to get better, okay? Everyone is their worst critic. Keep that in mind as well. Alright, so you can always like, comment, and share this video. If you're looking for guitar lessons, private one-on-one through Skype, you can reach me at mountainsideguitar.com. I'll leave a link to that below. And if anything, keep on strumming, and I will see you on the next guitar lesson video. Thanks a lot for watching.